Hello, children, and welcome back to your computer education lesson. In our previous classes, we were learning about the places where computers are used. Today, we are going to go back to basics. Tell me, do you remember the different parts of the computer? And when we were learning about the mouse, which part of the computer did you say you can work with if you have no mouse? Think about it. Do you have the answer? Yes, it was the keyboard. Today, we will learn more about the keyboard. If you are at a computer right now, take some time to look down at your keyboard and look at all the different keys that are in front of you. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the different types of keys on the keyboard, assess the function of these keys, decide which keys to use when working, and type a few lines about what you learned in today's lesson. Does it sound like something you can do? Well, we have the whole lesson to learn all about it. Let us begin with discussing the different keys in the keyboard. You can see I have part of the keyboard in front of me. These are the major keys that are there on the keyboard. Apart from this, you might also find a separate number tab to the right hand side of your keyboard. But look at this keyboard here. Can you spot the numbers in this keyboard? Right, it is on the second row. And how are the numbers written? 1 to 9 and then 0. Very good. What else can you see on the keyboard? Can you see the letters of the alphabet? Right, we have all the 26 letters right here. But they are not in the alphabetical order. Do you know, children, what do we call such a keyboard where the letters are arranged in this order? Have you heard of QWERTY? Look at the letters in the third row. Q, W, E, R, T, Y. These 6 letters are the first letters to appear in the keyboard, and any keypad which follows this pattern is called a QWERTY keypad. A few years before the smartphone, phones used to have QWERTY keypads on the body itself, and these were much in vogue. Children, can you think about any other device which is used for typing, which has the letters in the same order? Which device did you think about? Yes, one such device is the typewriter. Have you seen a real-life typewriter? Do you have one at home? Wow, that must be amazing. So, you know about the basics of typing. Now you know where are the numbers and letters. But don't you think you need something else in order to type? What about when you write? Do you write all the letters and numbers together? No, we have word spaces. We even have spaces before paragraphs. We can maintain this easily while writing because we have the pencil in our hands and we can control our own movement. But what about the computer? How will you tell the computer to leave a space? Do you know which button on the keyboard helps us to leave a space between words? It is this button over here. This is the space bar, and it helps us to leave spaces while we are typing. Now, suppose while typing I make a mistake. How do you think I will rectify my error? When you write with a pencil on paper, you can easily erase it. Do you have an eraser when it comes to typing? Maybe not, but what we can use is this button. This is the backspace button. It helps us to go back a few letters and make the necessary corrections. So all this was about theory. I have shown you a picture and spoken. What about practical? Let us talk a little more about that now. Children, do you remember when I was teaching you about maximize, minimize and close? I referred to the two different types of files we will work with this year. You have already worked with the paint file. You have made some amazing pictures and learned a lot about the features of paint. But we are yet to work with the Word file. The MS Word, which we usually use in our computer classes, is a very popular file. And I will show you today how we are going to work with the keyboard on this file. So children, here is my computer desktop screen again. Just like we worked on the paint file, you can have the Word file on your desktop or pinned to your taskbar or your start menu. Here is my Word file. Now, coming to our Word file, if it is pinned to my taskbar, how many times do I click it? Yes, I click it once, and here opens my Word file. Now look at this, children. What do you remember from the keyboard? We have learnt about letters and numbers. So, if I want to type, my name is, how will I write it? Yes, I will look for the letters in my keyboard and type. Initially, it will take some time for you to find out the letters from the keyboard, but slowly you will get used to it. So here is my typing. Now, after typing which key should I press, children? Yes, the space bar. This allows me to add space between the words. So my name is, and I write Tia. And I put a full stop at the end of the sentence. Are you able to see it clearly? Let me help you with that. Is it better now? Now children, if I have made a mistake, what should I do? Which key should I press to rectify my mistake or go back? Yes, the backspace. So when I click on the backspace, I am able to remove the letters which I have typed recently. And then I can change the name to Tiash instead of Tia. And I put a full stop again. Now, if I have to go to the next line, what should I press? If you know the answer, that means you have already worked on a Word file. Correct, it is the Enter button. And I will write my next sentence. I am 4 years old. Remember to keep the spaces. And no, children, I am not 4 years old, but Tiash is. So this was my file. Can you do the same for practice? I think you will manage that, won't you? So, did you like the task? What else can you type? You can write about how you like this lesson. And if you have noticed, while I was typing, all the letters were coming in capital. Do you know how that was done? And even if you do not know, there is no hurry. We will be working with Word files and the keyboard for the next few weeks, and we have a whole lot of things to learn. Also, something you will notice is in the Word document, the sentence case will come automatically. But remember to maintain the spaces. And which key do we use for that? Yes, the space bar. So children, I hope you have understood all that was discussed in the lesson today. You learnt about the different keys of the keyboard and how you will use these keys while typing, and a few basic features which are there in the Word file and how you coordinate it with your keyboard. I want you all to practice at home and be prepared for our next class, where we will learn some more about the keyboard and the different functions of the Word file. So till then, take care children, and goodbye.